Good evening, Academy 55 members and everybody else who's watching the recording. David Kahn here on Thursday, the 16th of October, 2025. It's 3 minutes to 7 in the evening here in the UK. We're looking at the EUR USD and the US 100 in regard with the Academy 55 indicators and strategy on the 1 minute time frame. Well, as you can see here, we are in between both commodities, EUR USD and the US 100 are both in the middle of the 5 minute zone. And it's that confirmation that we really would like to see to have a trade. So what we're going to do is first, we're just going to mark up the charts as we do normally to see if there's any zones, support and resistance zones that we need to identify where price might stall. So if we quickly go on the EUR USD, take the indicators off, go into the 4-hourly time frame, and what we can see here is obviously we have an awful lot of FVG, fair value gap, imbalance. We've also got imbalance up here. So will price be wanting to head up? Let's go on the 1 minute quickly and go on to the line chart and determine if there is any areas. Now that area there, which is quite a way away to be fair, but that area there, 2 points on the circumference, very near price. Well, I say near, it's about 20 odd pips away, so not that near really. But so if we go on the 4-hourly, here is a prominent area. Yeah, here's a prominent area on the 4-hourly time frame for a price to head to. So will it indeed? I've got the wrong line on. More haste, less speed. That's what they say. Yeah. So if we try it around, still, sorry, do apologize. Horizontal line. That's the one. This area here would be at 1.17146. Maybe the area the price is heading to or there, but we're a long way away from that yet. So let's go on to the all-important area where we might find the zones. And like I said, there is no sell zone, but there is a buy zone. Just down here, we'll mark that up just in case. Put it back on the 1 minute and put the indicators back on so we can see what's going on. Sideways movement, as we can see right now. So let's turn our attention over to the US 100, also known as the NAS100, and we'll mark these up with a horizontal ray. We've got a line there. That's the buy zone. And we've got the sell zone up there. So we're slap bang in the middle, really. So let's just see if we can find any significance with these support and resistance lines on the NAS100. So hang on, turning it over to the bigger picture on the 4-hourly time frame. We can see the previous candle, we've got fair value gap that needs to be filled, but it looks like it's concentrating on going down. Now that wick there has basically made that not fair value gap because of that wick there, and there's a wick there. So, but we've got fair value gap down here, So is price coming down here? I won't mark it up because it's a long way away yet. So we will see for any lines of significance. Put it on the hourly time frame, putting it onto the line chart, which is that one there. And do we have any? Well, if this is an interesting area just here. Because it was resistance there, but and yet support there several times. So that area there is at 24,727. And the next area of significance is this one here. Resistance there and resistance there. So we'll just leave it like that. Put the candles back on. And as you can see, price had already hit it there. Put our indicators back on. I just took them off, didn't I? Sorry. Put them back on. And price went into a sell zone. So it took the next sell. And as you can see, it obviously worked because that's the 5-minute time frame. That was at 20 to 7, nearly half an hour ago. And just to prove that it worked, you wouldn't have got into that sell because of the green trend line there. So you'd have to wait for price to be down there anyway. So you wouldn't have got into that one, but you would have got into that one. Short position. Get my template up. Sell 2000. There we go. And it's just there where the green wave meets the red. You would have possibly got in there. 2 to 1 would be there. So congratulations, you just got your 2 to 1. That's with quite a big stop loss because the trend line didn't turn red until then. So we couldn't save 2,000 units. It had to be, I'll make this a bit bigger, sorry. That's a bit better. It was actually 3,400 units. Until we got in, till the trend line went red. But nevertheless, still got your 2 to 1 on the NAS100. If you have wait, because we knew price had been in the sell zone, but at that time, I was busy setting this up, was nowhere near ready to take a trade. So missed out on that one, but hey, not to worry. Hopefully there might be another one in a minute. So all we can do really is wait for prices to get into the zones on any one of the two commodities. But the EUR USD is going sideways. So as you can see, that sell was successful by waiting for price to get into this EUR USD isn't very exciting at all. I don't think that's doing nothing really. It's just going sideways. So we'll concentrate more on the NAS100. As you can see, price went into the sell zone. Couldn't take that sell because, like I say, price had to be underneath the trend line. That was never going to happen. So you take the next sell with the red trend. There was the green wave met the red. So you can't keep 2,000 units because 2,000 units would have been up there and you wouldn't have, price would never have got there. So we had to extend it down to 3,400 units, which is about 3.4 pips in the real world. But as you can see, that was could have been a successful trade for somebody. But right now we are waiting for price to hopefully get into the buy zone. This afternoon, as some of you may know, I do like 2:30 in the afternoon on the NAS100. So I'm going to play this one real quick. This is what happened this afternoon. So can you hear it? Hang on, let's just check. Should be able to hear it when I press play. So this is what it was. Hello, David Kahn here on Thursday, the 16th October. It's now 23 minutes past 2 in the afternoon. Got a very strong sell signal back just after 2 o'clock because the price had been in the sell zone on the 5-minute time frame. So I don't really want to miss out on this sell opportunity. So I took a sell, even though I know the volume is going to be increasing at 1:30 in another 7 minutes time. So let's see what happens. Of course, I put it on fast time so we don't hang around too much. It only takes a minute, this video, so we're not going to miss anything. I put my stop loss to my entry because, well, as you can see, the volume has kicked in now. Well, it will do it in a minute's time. Because if you know the time, coming down to maybe the purple line, we're just before 2:30. Just in case I've moved my stop loss to my entry, just in case it flips on up, that means I'll have a break-even trade if it's hit, and it looks like my stop loss is going to be hit, so break even for me. Yeah, so that's what happened, and luckily, well, unluckily or luckily, as you may read it, the price did go up, and it would have hit my stop loss had I kept it there. But I moved my stop loss before 2:30 in case that very scenario. So I didn't lose anything. I didn't win nothing. So, hey ho. Didn't put it in the journal because there's no point. It's a break-even trade. So that's what happened for me at 2:30 today. There'll be other days. Meanwhile, we have price now going down to join this area here. This is the buy zone area. So we are looking for the next buy anyway. On the NAS100. Let's just go and mark the scenario up. Settings. Buy 2000. There we go. This is the sort of scenario we're looking for for the next buy, because we are in the sell in the buy zone. So we can officially take the next buy if one presents itself. And meanwhile, the EUR USD is going nowhere. This is what happens. So we're going to hang on, and maybe we might get a chance of a buy on this EUR USD. I will, if anything looks interesting on this, sorry, on the NAS100, might get a buy on the NAS100 because we're in the buy zone. Confirmation to that. So we'll keep an eye on that. But and meanwhile, if we get any, I'll paper trade this, I think. But because we've been seeing lots of sideways movement, I wouldn't be interested in doing anything with the EUR USD. But we'll paper trade it anyway because we can. Settings. There we go. This is the scenario we're looking at. Trend line's turned green. Got a buy alert. I wonder, should I? Yeah, I think I might actually try the buy on the if it goes up. This is 2.2 pips away. Make sure your risk to reward is in purple, your lot calc is in purple. But we've got loads of sideways movement, and we know we got low liquidity. So this is not a good trade, and indeed it's yeah. So that's confirmation. I don't really want to be trading this. Absolutely ridiculous. And meanwhile, the NAS100 is getting lower. It is what it is. But the good news is, guess what? We're not losing any money. And that is the most you can, that is one of the major rules in trading. Don't lose any money. And we're not. So that's fine. So let's have a look at this 5-minute chart on the right, we're in a sell zone now. Right, okay, so that's interesting on the EUR USD. So we might have a chance of flip that on its head. The trend line has turned red. Price has got to be down here. We've got to have a sell alert. So we do have a sell alert. The volume ribbon is going to change color any minute now, I assure you. And I'm going to give it a few more pips because at the moment we're only 2.2 pips away. I'm going to give it a 3 just to settle down. That sell is flashing on and off. And ideally, I want it below that area there, but the stop loss is just above the wave where the wave's just turned red. Right. Now, with the liquidity, it's changed it into 1.09. And I think I'll keep that stop loss there. In fact, the way price is behaving, I will be very happy if I get over 1%. So I'll be happy with that. And because of that, I'm going to make it so. A 1% trade would be good in the circumstances. not wishing to push the boundaries. So we'll put it there. We usually go for 2%, but this is a very this is a opportunistic trade, shall we say? Because the fact is we shouldn't be trading at all, really, because of this sideways movement that we're seeing here. And I am actually 4.1 pips away, stop loss, because the liquidity, I should have got in about there, but the liquidity made it go even lower. So hopefully I'm going to be getting a 1%, and I'll be happy with that. I really would. Let's draw it up on the charts. Do away with that. Remove. Let's just have a look. Not there yet. So we go short position. Did I say 4.1, didn't, wasn't it? Which is way down there. That's where I'm in. And I only want 1%. Yeah. See all this action here, look. Not very good at all. Not very good at all. Not very happy with that action. But we're here to trade. So trading is what we're going to be doing. And so there we go. That's where I am at the moment. Going to switch it on to the 5-minute time frame. Just have a look on the bigger time frame. See if we can point out any. I'm now on the 5-minute. There's our sell zone. We've got some imbalance down here, which is good for us. Hopefully, price will tap into this imbalance, and our 1% or measly 1% is in the way. But because of the action and the time of the night, I'll be happy with 1% because of the time of the day and the the way I'm looking at price moving sideways. I mean, it might just have gone down there and still keep going like this, and unfortunately, might go back into the sell zone. But we'll see. So if I get 1%, I want to hear a big cheer, and I'll be happy. See that? See how the price started down there? Slippage, that is. Again, a low liquidity trait. Bit of an opportunistic trade is this. Let's see what happens here. And at the same time, I'm keeping an eye on another monitor on the NAS100 because that's been in the buy zone. So we're looking for the next buy on the NAS100. But I've got it on another monitor, but we're nowhere near it yet. So you keep watching that, and if anything happens and I get my 1%, I'll be happy. I don't mind. Wouldn't accept anything else less than 1%, to be fair. But under these conditions, I certainly wouldn't go and go for 2%. Not having seen all this sideways movement, low liquidity. I know is dogged the EUR USD for quite a while now. Well, for the first time in a live, I might be doing two trades at the same time because we're nowhere near with the buy on the NAS100 yet. Actually, I can show you that very, very quickly. I'll go down to the minute on that one. We don't need that anymore. That's my this is my EUR USD trade. I'll go very, very quickly. This is the NAS100. And this is the sort of scenario I'm looking for the NAS100. This is the buy zone. We've been into the buy zone on the NAS100. This time of night, I would favor the NAS100 over the EUR USD because the EUR bank shut at 4 o'clock this afternoon. So they're no longer operating as the EUR. The euro is no longer got an influential decision. It's all about what the dollar's doing. So out of the two, I'd much prefer the NAS100. But hey, hopefully I might be getting my 1% from it. I'm still keeping an eye on the NAS100, as hopefully we watch the EUR USD come in for 1%. And if that does happen, I won't be taking a trade on the NAS100. That's 1.09 because of the liquidity. That's what bumped it up. So I'm going to take that down to 1% again, just above that parabolic SAR, just in case things happen dramatically. I doubt it will, but you never know. I shouldn't say that because I don't like making predictions because you never can tell with these trades. So if I get 1%, a big cheer in the room, and I'll be happy with that. Really will. Really would. Bit of an opportunistic trade after all the rubbish we're seeing here. Just a tad more, please. Would be very nice. There we go. So 1% for me. That means I don't have to, well, I'll paper trade this if it ever happens. But 1% for me, I'm very happy with that. A little something for today, which is nice because I broke even earlier on, as you guys saw. So you've got to be opportunistic sometimes, and we certainly have been. So I copy the link and go over to my journal. Show you my journal. I didn't put the break-even one in what I showed you earlier. There's no point. So paste EUR USD. 7 to 8 in the evening on Thursday. It was a sell. It won. And it won 1%. So I just dragged that down. And there's a screenshot of it. Well, hey, thank you very much. Happy with that. Very happy with that, seeing as we have all this. Hang on. My screenshot gone. Yes, seeing as we have all this sideways movement, and we know we got low liquidity. Usually we're after 2%, as you know, but because of the time of the night and things like that, and I was really hoping to trade the NAS100. We got that one in first, so that's okay. And looks, there we go. It's started going sideways again. So look at this NAS100. Right, I'm going to go and quickly open the chat. If anybody wants to put anything in the chat, anything they've just seen, anything they would like to say. If not, have a great day. Rest of the evening. I'll be back again at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. And we will look at some more low liquidity, I guess, from the EUR USD at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. We'll try and make the best of it and see what gives. So it doesn't look like we're having anything in the chat, which is fine. So with that being said, guys, thank you very much for your time today and have a great day. See you all tomorrow. Cheers for now.